Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to check today's video out. Guys, today I'm going to talk about wave breaks and how to fish a wave break, give you guys some tips and advice. We're on the water here today, and I've got a nice wave break behind me here, and going to sort of go over the whole thing with you and talk about the techniques and time of year it works and the type of lures that's going to work, because these things always got bass on them, and they're one of the most overlooked structures out there. So we're going to get into that in today's video. Also, guys, quick reminder, I just want to let you know, anybody still interested in one of these new Abu Garcia Zata tack reels I've been talking about, I'll put my Tackle Warehouse link in the description. You guys have heard me talking about this. The reel, a lot of the proceeds and it goes to benefit our first responders and our military. And if you're a former veteran or active military member, you can get one of these at 30% off right now. Just an awesome reel, 7-to-1, 10 ball bearings. So I'll put the Zata tack reel in the link in the description here if you guys are interested. Okay guys, I'm going to turn the camera around here and we're going to go down this wave break, give you guys some tips on how to fish it. Okay, so guys, here we have a really nice wave break. This is a perfect example. Now, this particular wave break has a little bit of combination. It's got some metal, it's got some concrete on it. They're made out of different things. Some of them are made out of tires, some of them have, you know, just different type of materials on it. But basically what they are is they are floating, for lack of a better word, they're a floating dock that's designed to keep the waves away from marinas that are behind there. And you can see this marina right here. It's designed to keep the waves off them. There's a couple, what are you guys doing there? So these things are normally over deep water. Now, depending upon where you're at, I have seen them in shallow as 10 feet of water, but like here, you know, we're in 50 foot of water on this one. Now, here's what you need to remember. How you want to approach these is dependent upon the water clarity and the depth. If you're in a situation like there, we're on Table Rock Lake right here, you got water visibility of about 6 or 7 feet. Water depth right here is 50 feet. You can see right there. So these fish are going to be suspended around this stuff, but they suspend on different type of stuff because, as you can see by looking here, there's cables that go into the water that anchor this thing. So a lot of times, pay attention to where the cables are running into the water, because those fish will suspend around the cables. And if the water is a little bit shallower, you might be able to catch them on the bottom around there. But the key areas, guys, the fish like to suspend around the ends of these things. So one of my favorite techniques in clear water is to take a jerk bait or a little swim bait, cast it parallel to these outside edges, and your high percentage areas on all of these wave breaks are going to be like from the corner here up to about the first 20 feet, high percentage area. Now, once I saturate that good, then I start going down the length of it. I just start, you know, following down, you know, going down the length. And what's really important to remember here, guys, is you got to make accurate casts. In order to catch fish on these wave breaks, you have got to get your lure right next to the wave break. It can't be like 2 foot away from it. So you really have to be careful to get your bait as close as you possibly can. And also pay close attention to how far down in the water, as you can see right here, that the floats go, because most of the time those fish are going to be under those floats. So in a situation like this, you know, depending upon the water temperature, I'd be fishing like a walking topwater along here. I'd be fishing the jerk bait. I'd be casting the swim bait. Also a glide bait. A glide bait can be really good in this type of a deal. And again, pay close attention to where, you know, those the cables are in here. So this is for a clear water one. Now let's talk a little bit about off-color. Okay guys, now that's sort of some techniques for a clear water situation. And again, a lot of it depends on the time of the year. One thing that I found about clear water wave breaks, and when I talk about clear water, I mean water visibility of like over 4 feet, is they're better in a little bit warmer weather months. So I usually start fishing them like in April and I fish them all the way up until the end of November, as long as that water temperature is like over 50 degrees. Haven't done very good in the wintertime with them for some reason. Now, if you happen to have a lake that has stained water and a wave break, now a lot of the stained water wave breaks that I fish, like in Oklahoma, they have big tire reefs, like the big tractor tire reefs, water visibility, you know, anywhere less than 2 foot. It's going to be a really good technique to like parallel the same areas in the corners with either like a shallow running crankbait, a swim jig, a spinner bait, and again, if it's not too dirty, a jerk bait. If you gave me one lure to throw on a wave break, it would be a jerk bait. A jerk bait is an excellent lure on a wave break, but a white swim jig in dirty water, paralleling that thing with a white swim jig can be pretty good. My favorite time of year by far is if you gave me like a 2-month period, it would be late summer, early fall. That's when a lot of fish get on them. Now, you're probably not going to catch many good ones out here. You can catch 2 and 3 pounders, and you can catch a lot of keepers. I've never caught what I consider a big fish on a wave break, but I have had days where I've caught 30 or 40 fish and double limits, you know, of like, you know, 2.5 pounders off them before. So anyway, guys, don't pass them up. A lot of times they can be an easy fish. You know, a lot of people just go past them, and they're usually got fish on them at certain times of the year. So hope it helps out.